Michelle Bachmann, in a Facebook post, went full Sarah Palin style and made an ass of herself in an epic way. It's incredible that she didn't stop herself as she was typing this. She said the following, quote, "With his Iran deal, Barack Obama is for the 300 million souls of the United States what Andreas Lubitz was for the 150 souls on the German Wings flight, a deranged pilot flying his entire nation into the rocks. After the fact, among the smoldering remains of American cities, the shock survivors will ask, why did he do it?" This is a person who has made comparisons about Obama to the worst characters in history. And we've heard it from all around on the ultra-right, whether it's Louis Gohmert or other Republican congresspeople. And then they talk about, Obama's like Hitler, Obama's like Stalin, Obama's like Mao, Obama's somehow a fundamentalist Muslim and an atheist at the same time. Obama is now, apparently, according to Michelle Bachmann, like a mass murderer. There's almost no words to respond to such a dumb person. Because let's try to break this down logically. So one guy killed 150 people and crashed a plane on purpose. Obama gave millions of people health care. One guy killed 150 people on purpose. Another guy just made a peace deal with Cuba and Iran and got them to give up their nuclear ambitions. Give up! Give up! The story just came out today. The framework for the deal is in place. They've reached a deal. All they have to do is iron out some details, but they agree on the key points here, the key factors. So Iran is giving up centrifuges. The centrifuges that they're keeping, it's capped at the level of enrichment only for research purposes and for actual energy for their power grid. And the IAEA and the UN get to come in there and inspect the fuck out of it. And then if they comply, the U.S. gradually removes sanctions. So Obama got them to give up nuclear ambitions. And what does Michelle Bachmann take away from that? Obama's going to make it so that Iran does nuke us. But that is 100% counter to what actually happened. Look, I have many problems with President Obama, and we've discussed them ad nauseum on the show, whether it's the NSA or Guantanamo Bay still being open or being too much of a war hawk in some respects. But what we're talking about here is the guy got a really, really good deal, and he's preventing a nuclear-armed Iran. But Michelle Bachmann wants to compare him to a murderer. But then also, let's add another twist of irony on top of this. In areas or on issues where Obama has, out of incompetence, killed the wrong people, for example, like, I don't know, say, drone strikes. Where's Michelle Bachmann on that one? She's like, I support that 100%. What the fuck? So we've covered the stories where the U.S. attacked funerals of Taliban operatives when we knew there were women and children there, but we blew it up anyway. They killed innocent people at funerals, accidentally bombing wedding processions. There was a grandmother who was picking vegetables, and she was blown out of the sky, and her kids saw her blow up, or her grandkids saw her blow up. On those issues, Michelle Bachmann's like, I support this president in his fight on terror. On CIA torture, right? And remember, under Obama, it was still going on the black site, so we outsourced it to our allies, our close allies, to do the torture for us. That's more come to an end now, but early on, that's what was happening. On those issues, what was Michelle like? I support that. I don't know. I don't see what the controversy is. I'm in favor of that. But when Obama actually gets peace, she's like, oh, I guess you want America to get nuked by the country that you just took nukes away from and made sure they wouldn't get them. This is why you guys always hear me say there is no debating. There is no conversation. There is no back and forth in the political discussion in America. One side, they're absolute lunatics and morons and ignorant fools who don't know anything, but they want to have their opinion heard. And the other side, the Democratic Party, unfortunately, are somewhat corrupt. I mean, the Republicans are 100% corrupt, but the Democrats are, between 50 and 80% corrupt, so they're up there too. And they're sane. So one side is sane, and the other side is so far off the fucking spectrum that they're making out with fascists. It's not an even situation. It's not an equal situation. And Michelle Bachmann is just one example of many that absolutely proves it.